The X-Men are back, season 2 dropped a massive 3-episode premiere, scattering our mutants from ancient Egypt to a dark future. Is it as good as Season 1? Let's break down the jaw-dropping action, deep lore, and that killer cliffhanger. Hit like and subscribe so we can bring you more content like this. With that, let's dive in. Critics and fans are widely agreeing that the show hasn't lost a single step since Season 1. Dropping these 3 episodes together was definitely the right choice, as they function almost like a cohesive 90-minute movie to re-establish the world. Episode 1, Days of Past Future, throws us right into the year 3960 AD. The heart of the episode is the adaptation of the adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix. Watching Scott and Zhang realize they are living alongside their young son, Nathan, while his techno-organic virus worsens, is beautifully heartbreaking. Scott's speech telling Nathan to dig deep and be our son perfectly captures the X-Men's soap opera soul. The only flaw of this episode is that it moves at a breakneck speed. Some fans felt the dystopian future could have easily filled 2 or 3 episodes on its own rather than being resolved so quickly. Episode 2, a force to be reckoned with, shifts to the 1990s present day. This episode brings a total tonal shift, leaning heavily into aggressive, over-the-top 90s comic book energy. It showcases a completely different, custom intro sequence featuring X-Force and X-Factor. Cable is established as a gritty, no-nonsense militant who treats Jubilee and Sunspot like soldiers rather than students, creating excellent internal friction. Polaris gets a brilliant mini-arc, breaking ranks to free imprisoned mutants. The clash between the radical X-Force and the government-sanctioned X-Factor does a great job showing how the philosophical divide of mutant kind has passed down to the next generation. Episode 3, Rise of Apocalypse, Part 1 entraps up in ancient Egypt in 3000 BC, and it slows the pacing down just enough to let a brilliant psychological concept breathe. Magneto's belief that he can reshape history and guide young and Saba Noor to be a savior instead of the monster Apocalypse is incredibly compelling to watch. This episode is a treasure trove for Marvel fans, throwing in references to the Celestials and the Fantastic for villain Ramatut. It ends on a killer cliffhanger that leaves you desperate for Episode 4. If there is any major complaint across the premiere, it's that the show's breakneck pace leaves little room for the real-world political allegory that made Season 1 so profoundly impactful. However, in terms of sheer spectacle, deep-cut comic lore, and character-driven drama, X-Men 97 is still operating at the absolute peak of superhero storytelling. Stay tuned for more episodic reviews, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more reviews like this one. See you again in another video. Take care.